It's a bull. Good morning. Hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. May 4th, lovely day out there. Even though it's 80 degrees, I guess we got our local peeps here. We have our warm weather coming back. I guess it's summertime. As you know, you live in Florida. There's only two seasons here, nice and hot. Well, let's move into today's subjects today, and I've got some pretty cool things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the Silver Squeeze at Silver Squeeze site at the Reddit site. I'm going to go over some comments, give you my opinion, what I'm thinking, my reactions to some of the comments on the Silver Squeeze Reddit site, and again, what I think as an experienced 40-plus year dealer that's been doing this full time. Well, let me move into spots first, and here's the spot prices provided by CCE, one of the best certified coin exchanges out there, in my opinion. Again, it's subscription service only, quite expensive, and dealers only. You got to have you got to be a full-time dealer in order to be on this service. No less, what I like about it is they have a ticker, but they also have the static page that I can refresh, so that way it's constantly not jumping around right in front of us here. But again, let me refresh that real quick one more time. Quick refresher. The coin said bull today, and we very well may be getting that bull again. Oddly enough, that coin has been deadly correct for the last 2 weeks, almost scary. So I just do it for fun. I roll that coin for fun, you know, my bull or bear coin. But again, the last couple of weeks, it's been scary correct every day. But let's move along from there and look at the spot prices here. Nice little range there, it looks like. New York's open right now. World spot prices overnight looks like a low of 1781 and a high of 1793. So kind of popping in that 1780 to 7. We're holding on to that 1780 range so far. It looks pretty good. I'm a bit surprised, kind of, only because you know, the Asian holiday lasts until what, Wednesday? It ends on Wednesday. I think there's another. It opens up for a half work day for the Chinese holiday on Thursday, and then it's back to a holiday again on Friday. So most of the week, I think the market's going to be quiet in China. No less, a lot of strength in gold. Surprisingly, a lot of strength in gold this week, even with the Asian holiday. I kind of am wondering, man, are the monkey hammering people out there? You know, the people like in our monkey, you know, the short positions and the positions, the paper positions out there, COMEX, LMBA, with the CFTC allowing them to do it. I wonder if they're going to try to monkey hammer silver, gold, and platinum again this, or gold and silver, I should say, this week again. You know, bring the price up, drop the hammer on everybody, try to get people frustrated with precious metals. And again, that's something else I want to talk about, and I'll talk about that when I talk about the Wall Street Reddit forum as well. So I'm kind of waiting for the monkey hammering to happen here, and it's not really happened yet. Will it happen tomorrow? Will it happen Friday? I don't know, but I just can't see this up without them coming in again and monkey hammering it at some point. However, what does the monkey hammering provide us? It provides us the opportunity to do what, folks? I'll let you say it. Ready? You say it first. Buy the friggin' dips. We like it when they do that. We like it when they monkey hammer prices down. That's a good thing for us buyers out there. Now, for those out there that are thinking you're going to get rich quick and you want to get rich quick, obviously, I've always told you you're listening to the wrong guy. Precious metals is mostly about wealth preservation, not really about getting rich. However, you can make a lot of money with precious metals, but it's not a get-rich-quick deal. So if you expect to get rich quick, you know, maybe you're better sticking with cryptos or going to Las Vegas or something. I can't tell you how to do it here. Well, let's look at the price of silver here. What was the range last night? Quite a range. Well, not really quite a range. Not much of a range at all for silver, if you really think about it. Silver does make those big, wild, and crazy swings. It's what I call the middle sibling. You know, gold being the oldest, silver being the middle sibling, and platinum being the youngest sibling. Gold seems to be more steady, stable, makes its moves up and down in a more stable fashion. The middle child here seems to just go crazy in 50-cent dollar increments or more sometimes. Sometimes it just completely breaks away from its older sibling gold and does its own thing. And platinum seems to just kind of follow along the other two metals, slow and clunkily. Clunkily, how do you like that word? Slow and steadily, and just kind of, and does its own thing as well, but in a more, in a in a quieter manner than what silver does. So silver is a wild and crazy one, and that's one of the things that I always said. If you own silver and you're watching it every day, you have to have a strong stomach here. And that's the problem too. If you're not in the business, folks, you probably shouldn't be watching the price of gold and silver every day, especially as a new buyer. It'll just drive you nuts. Buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Of course, the word sell is not in my vocabulary right now. And again, that's just my opinion. I'm just an experienced dealer in precious metals, physical bars, silver, gold, coins, that kind of thing. I'm not a expert in ETFs, paper products, paper, silver, and gold products, and I've got my expertise in some things. Let's move over here to platinum. Platinum, I'm loving that $12.53. Man, it's made this $1,200 to $1,300 run. I can't tell you how many times over the last year. Bops down to a little bit below 12, and then $11.97, $11.80. Then it pops above 12, and then it moves up to $12.50, $12.80. 13 is obviously the resistance points for platinum. Silver, the same thing. It's kind of, we've been range bound for months now. After we made our 40% move up back in 2020, we've been range bound for quite some time, but that's okay. We sat and we looked at silver being $13 to $15 an ounce for how long, and then we got a 40% up move in 1 year. I believe again those days of $10, $12, $13 silver are over forever. The only way we're going to ever see them is if we get a 2008 type collapse, and it'll only be temporary, and you'll never be able to buy physical at that price. Platinum at a range of $12.27 to $12.56. Again, platinum just hanging in that $1,200 to $1,300 range. My opinion on these metals, I do updates. I talk about the silver prices, gold prices, and platinum prices every day. But you know what? At some point, folks, let me just say that $2,000, which is above this number, $30 and $1,300 silver, you are going to look back on those prices just like you're looking back on $12 and $13 silver, and just like you're looking back on $1,200 gold, just like you're looking back and platinum was $900. You're going to look back at these numbers that we have, even higher numbers, and you're going to say, wow, man, it did go up. And that's exactly what happens. The problem is with a lot of people, especially the younger folks, and again, we'll talk about the Reddit people out here, is patience. It's patience. Again, if you're in the precious metals market to get rich quick, folks, you're in the wrong market. You need to go out and become a day trader and start getting highly leveraged. Go big and lose big possibly, but you can make big as well. What we talk about and what gold, silver, and platinum is about is wealth preservation. I can't say it enough times. Let's say it one more time. Wealth preservation. It's not about getting rich quick. So if you're in this market to get rich quick, you're in the wrong market, folks. Let's look at Zero Hedge here and see what articles here. Again, this is if you're a daily watcher of me, I am teaching you how to fish. I'm not here to give you a fish every day. At some point, I may get sick of doing these daily shows, or who knows? I'm getting older, or I may just retire. Who knows? But no less, I would rather teach my local peeps and whoever else is watching out there. If you're outside my local business area, I'm glad. I hope I'm helping educate you become a better buyer and improving your local economy by buying at your local coin stores and bullion stores. Again, let's take a look at Zero Hedge. Anything on silver or gold here? Not too much in platinum, which is actually quiet, very quiet out there as far as articles being written in precious metals. Oil market, $200 in 5 years. Interesting thing. I've been talking about not just gold, silver, and platinum, even though I'm not a commodities expert, in my humble opinion. And so far, my humble opinions for the last year that I've done these videos have been pretty damn spot on. And oddly enough, I've been saying stuff that doesn't show up in mainstream media for months, or sometimes weeks and weeks, and then all of a sudden everyone's talking about it. And I don't think it's my original thoughts. I think we're all thinking the same thing. We all know what's going to happen with the economy. We all know what's going to happen with precious metals. We all know what's going to happen, but nobody talks about it. It's like saying the emperor has no clothes. Well, I've been saying the emperor has no clothes for quite some time. And again, I'm sure you've been thinking the same thing. But I don't know how I digressed from there, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea where I'm coming from and where you're probably at as well. So as I said, I'm all about teaching you how to do this stuff on your own. Buying gold, silver, and precious metals bars and coins is not frickin' rocket science. If you came, I've taught, I can't tell you how many people I've taught to how to buy and sell precious metals, that have worked for me over the years. I've been doing this full-time since, not full-time, I've been doing this since 1977 and probably full-time since the early 80s. I've taught a lot of people this business. Again, it's not rocket science, and what I'm trying to do is teach you how to buy and sell, again, gold coins, gold bars, silver bars, and what to look for, and all the patterns that I recognize in precious metals. Let's just kind of go over this again. I think we're in a commodities boom right now. I've been talking about that for months and months and months. I think that you're going to start to see it take off even more soon. You know, from oil, like they're talking about here, $200 oil, to iron, to aluminum, to, you know, again, obviously precious metals are included in my statement here as well. Looks like I don't want to talk about this stuff. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of that right there. And obviously, I went and looked at it. I said, that's kind of interesting. And it turns out it's a lie. You can even try to snope it. Yeah, you know, unfortunately, if we're making under $400,000, folks, we will be paying more taxes. This is not a truth. Let's take a look at here. U.S. launching 5 digital dollar pilot programs. Now, what have I been talking about cryptos for last year? Again, I don't want to digress into the crypto discussion here. We've done that many times before. But as I've always said, is banks and governments hate competition, and they're the ones that make and write the rules. I have felt for a long time that the cryptocurrencies that we're seeing out there, the private cryptocurrencies, will be either made illegal or highly regulated to the point where they're just useless, and then the governments will start rolling out their own cryptos. And the reason for this is, I think the old private cryptos were just an experiment to see if they could get people used to trading in this stuff. At some point, sadly, I'm afraid that our country, and I hope it doesn't happen, I hope people put up a good fight, may become a cashless society. Hope it never happens, folks. And for all you young folks that are listening out there, that's a big mistake, man. Don't ever let government control your money. You know, at least with dollars, paper dollars in your pocket, which I am not a fan of fiat currency at all, even U.S. dollars. I like a currency backed by something. But even with a dollar bill, it can't be taken away from you unless they physically take it away from you. With the future of cryptos is that the government will be able to go in and just, if you got a fine, if they fine you for something, you're not going to send your fine with a check in the envelope. You're not going to go down to the courthouse and pay your fine with dollar bills. They're going to immediately take it away from your digital online account. You watch. That's where we're going if you're not careful, young folks. Let me move along here to some other things. Oh, wow. Again, I hope that ZH is on your reading list, because there is a lot of interesting stuff and good, all different types of opinions on here. But again, nothing too much in gold, silver, and platinum, so I'm not going to dwell here very long. Let's move to gata.org. Again, this is on your homework too. If you've been watching my shows for a while, I ask you to put this on your bookmark bar and read it at least once a week. Arkansas ends sales tax on gold and silver. More states might follow. This is fantastic. This is great. Florida is one of those few states, and my father, myself, my father, Bill Youngerman, and Mike Joyce, and forgive me if I'm forgetting some other people, were very these are coin dealers in the state of Florida, were very instrumental in getting Florida to remove Governor Martinez put a sales tax on coins and stuff. I think that was in the 80s or something, if I remember. And then these guys and myself and my father all got together, and for years and years and years we paid lobbyists. Finally, I think we paid off a congressman. Excuse me, not really, but we put some money into some representative's campaign account, and magically sales tax in Florida was removed. But no less, Florida has a great a sales tax law, but not great. I shouldn't say great. It kind of punishes people that are spending less money. But in Florida, any bullion products over $500 are sales tax free or sales tax exempt. All U.S. coins in Florida are sales tax exempt. But it's nice to see Arkansas is ending sales tax, and a lot of there's work being done on this, on gold, silver, and platinum. Other states may follow. Good article to read. Venezuela nearly triples its minimum wage as hyperinflation enforces poverty. Well, that's a must, and that's kind of what happens when you have deflation in salaries. You know what I mean? I'm not stagnation. I should say salary stagnation. You know, plumbers and a lot of professional people are almost getting paid the same they got 30 years ago. Nurses and stuff. I mean, not much more. However, the cost of living has increased substantially since then. Venezuela had to not because of well, yeah, hyperinflation. But really what it is, it's the deflation of their currency. And why is Venezuela having big problems too? Is because the United States took them out of the dollar system completely. We weaponized the dollar, but that's a whole different story, and we've talked about that many times as well. Israel investors can now trade on Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange. Don't know why that would affect us, but it really doesn't. We talked about this yesterday. Why did CFCTs help suppress silver future prices? Good article to read. And again, what I said yesterday, if you have any faith in regulators, federal regulators, government regulators, don't. They're either inept or they're working for the companies they're supposed to be regulating. Again, that's my opinion. Let's move over to, hey, we're finally here. Let's move to Wall Street Silver. This is the official site on Reddit, I believe. 72,000 subscribers. I'm going to just go down the line here, and let me just take a sip of coffee. I did the same thing about the same time yesterday, too. Hang on one sec. Sorry about the silence there. So let's take a look at Wall Street Silver. Pretty cool. You know what I love about this? I was afraid when I heard that they're putting a big push on May 1st. My first fear was that it's a bit naive, I think, that 79,000 or 71,000 members are going to go out and buy, 1 or 100 ounces of silver. I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. I think it's great. I think the attention, everything that it's getting is wonderful. But I think there was a little bit of being naive that 72,000 members were going to be able to influence a market that is really heavily influenced by paper, and by the LNBA and by the COMEX, who control the gold and spot prices, gold, silver, and spot prices. Although, again, a little naive in my opinion, but let me express my other side of it. My other opinion on that is that this is great. This Wall Street Silver site is fantastic. It's created a whole new interest by a whole younger crowd in precious metals. I mean, I'm loving it. And the thing is you look down here as a professional like myself in bars and coins, I see a lot of mistakes that people are making. But you know what? Mistakes are part of what I said yesterday. Mistakes are part of the learning curve. Mistakes are part of what you have to do to get where you're going sometimes. If you're not making mistakes, you're probably not learning. So I can't diss any mistakes out here, and I do see quite a few, and some, in my opinion, that potential mistakes. Not good information, but again, the enthusiasm is just off the hook. I'm loving it. Let's go over a few things here that I'm seeing. I'm going to look down here, and I'm going to give you my opinion, what I think. As far as some of these posts here. On May 1st, I ordered my first ounce silver. Today it arrived. I'm super excited for the beginning of my silver stack. And you know what? As a new silver buyer, I can't, as a dealer that's been doing this for like 40 years or something, I stopped counting a long time ago. I don't even know how old I am now, so honestly. Such things don't matter to me. But this is 1 ounce Canadian, and even as a dealer, I get excited. I said, man, that's a beautiful coin Canadians make. So, I'm a little hard on people that pay big premiums. They're paying over a $5 premium. I've been quite hard on people over the last month or two that are paying over a $5 an ounce premium to buy silver coins and stuff like that. And you know what? And I'm cheap like this. Now, don't get me wrong. That cap even costs 50 cents. So I wouldn't even add a 50-cent capsule to my book. Remember, I look at this stuff just simply as bullion. However, when I look at this, look how excited this gentleman is. This is his first 1 ounce of silver. So how could I possibly diss this? As a professional, I'm thinking, well, he really should just be buying the cheapest possible thing that he doesn't have to pay sales tax. Why would you put a piece of plastic on it? But, I forget. It's easy for people that have been doing it for a long time to forget, again, how cool it is to get a brand new product. Unboxing, that's a big thing that I don't get. I don't understand unboxing videos. I just don't get it. Maybe it's my age or something. Maybe it's just because I've seen so many silver products that I don't get excited over them. You know what I mean? To me, it's just a product. It's just an ends to a means to an end. But I get it. I really do. I get it. I'm more thoughtful when I'm thinking I'm watching these videos and I'm seeing the enthusiasm in the unboxings, and I'm seeing the enthusiasm in this gentleman getting his first 1 ounce of silver. Enough enthusiasm to post a picture over it too. That is just too cool. And bear with me, folks. I'm not going to make this too long. I just I'm watching this silver Reddit site, and I'm going over it, and I'm saying this. I love it. I really do. This is the best thing to happen to precious silver, especially, but the best thing to happen to precious metals in my entire life is this site right here, because I think it creates awareness. Even if I think a lot of people are doing the wrong thing, or some people are doing the wrong thing, they're at least involved with it. The big problem I see with doing the wrong thing, though, is if you're a new guy and you buy the wrong stuff and you lose money, and I see it quite often in the coin business and in the bullion business, and you lose money, you're going to do a couple things. You're going to probably blame the person you bought it from or the advice you got, and then on top of that, you're not going to want to buy precious metals again. And these mistakes that a lot of new people make don't have to happen. You know, they don't have to overpay on premiums. They don't have to buy the wrong product. And they really should know what they're buying and why. Remember, this is not about getting rich. So if someone's holding silver for a year or two and they go, my silver hasn't gone up in value, blah, I've actually lost money. I'm sorry, but you completely didn't understand why you were in metals, ma'am or sir. So again, let me move along here to some more posts out here. This community is about to display. Welcome to all new apes. I have to be completely honest. I don't know what the frickin' ape is. So if someone will tell me what an ape is, or is it an acronym for something else, or is it like a silverback ape? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It has something to do with silverback apes. I don't know. I love billboards. Please post more photos. That's actually a pretty damn big billboard right there. Very impressive. I wish we had one of these on I-95 in South Florida. However, that would probably cost about, what, $5,000 a month if you could find an open billboard. But very cool. Look at the enthusiasm. She's holding a piece of silver, big smile on her face, and the poster in the background. Apparently, this site is getting pretty big, too, from what I'm saying. I signed up not too long ago so I can watch. I'm not really commenting out there, you know. But I may at some point, you know, I may at some point. Maybe I'll even maybe try to sponsor the site somehow if I can. Throw them some money to help them get their posters. Who knows? But no less, I like what I'm seeing. This site is growing. I like the memes too. Let me see. You get kicked out of. I guess I don't understand some of these because I'm Wall Street. A little bit ignorant on some of this. Impossible to squeeze silver, Hawaiian, and ditch. Again, I think my age is showing right here because I don't understand all these memes. To anyone who has seen a silver billboard and come here, be amazed at how many people, again, they're talking about right here, again, I'm sorry, I'm going to stop saying again. They're talking about how many people had saw the billboard and gone to their site. This was kind of dismaying to me right here. Posted by this gentleman right here. I sold my house and went all in silver. Wow, you know, I wish I'd known you, sir, because I would certainly never have you do that. You know, silver and gold is a great hedge. It's a great protection. It's a great, it provides good security, you know what I mean, for your money. Preservation of wealth is what we're talking about, not about getting rich quick, or not about getting rich fast. You know, when people ask me how much of my investment money should I invest in precious metals, I just fall back on something I heard when I was younger, that back in the old days, the high-end financial advisors used to say, you know, you should always hold at least 10, 15%, 10% of your money in some kind of hard asset like gold or silver, and maybe 20% if you're really bullish. That may be a little higher today. Maybe that was just bullshit at the time, but that's what I remember. So when I see people saying they stuck all their money in gold and silver, listen, I'm in this business. I'm a dealer. If you came and told me, Brian, I want to stick all my house money in gold and silver, I'd probably tell you, I don't think you should do that. You know, even though I'm benefiting from it, that's just not good faith to give someone that kind of advice. Let's put some, let me read this here. So the year is 2017, and I decided on a whim to sell my home, go all in on gold and silver. Let me take a breath on that. I'm actually going to take a sip of coffee here. I don't even like to hear that, and I'm in the business. I put some in Bitcoin, but took it out before it went bonkers, so lost out there. Again, sir, you know, buying gold and silver is about wealth preservation, and if you make a lot of money in the future on it, great, but getting rich quick is not what this is about, sir. So the real kicker, my house would be worth a heap more 4 years later if I had just kept it. Silver has done okay. It has done its job of retaining my wealth. Okay, so he kind of understands that and made some small profits. But I felt down about selling my home for the last 4 years, so it's really affected my life. Well, that's not good to hear anyway. Why would you make any investment that would major, all of your money, dude? Come on, man. I can see if you took out a second mortgage and sold, maybe took a second mortgage and mortgaged half your house, took half the money, but all of it, and then maybe invested some in some other areas too as well. But all of it, no, man, no. But no less. I can tell you, sir, that more than likely that the real estate market at some point will bubble. It hasn't happened. A lot of people have expected it to happen for years. So when it does bubble, it does explode. Chances are you're going to be happy you didn't own the home. However, you did miss out on some profits, I guess. Again, diversification. I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket, that's for sure. But no less, you will have your day. Silver will pay off for you, sir. You will have a $50 silver. And I hope you didn't pay too much premiums. Lots of luck to you, man. Silverbacks. I guess it was about gorillas. But no less, this kind of frightens me a little bit when I hear stories like this. However, I have enough confidence in the price of silver and figuring that he's young enough and that he's got a few good years left on him, that he'll probably end up doing very well as long as he doesn't panic and sell. Or sell too early like he did with his Bitcoin. Let's move. Boy, this show's going to be too long if I keep going here. I'm sorry about that, folks. So besides the really cool memes, look at this. I'm just a 17-year-old kid with a grocery store job, but I bought 20 ounces of silver a while ago. This is why I love this site. This is why I love the guys on here. It's great. I just hope that they start getting some more good advice out here. A lot of these guys need good direction and good advice. And I hope they're getting it from their local coin stores and not from each other. Sometimes bad information just circulates in a circle. With Wall Street, again, they're talking about 65,000. Oh, he's in the 100-ounce club, added 40 ounces this weekend. Look at this, guys. I mean, again, like I said, I've dealt millions of ounces in silver over my lifetime, but this is just too cool. The enthusiasm out here. Maybe I will start posting. These are the type of items, again. His mom got him this, which is pretty cool. What can I say? The Perth Mint, very pretty. Again, my first thing is to go out here sometimes and look, come on, guys, you can't be paying for this high premium stuff. But then again, your first one or buying something cool and pretty, I guess I get it. No less, folks, if you're I don't get what all this Volkswagen. Oh, that must be an ad or something like that. But look at all these guys out here showing their silver. Man, there's even a billboard on the side of a truck. This is just too cool. I'll go over this for the next couple days. I'm going to keep an eye on this Reddit's at Silver Squeeze war that's going on. Let me say war. But to all you Reddit Wall Street silver guys out there that are listening to this, the few folks, and for those that aren't, I recommend you go on this site. Even if you're a long experienced silver dealer like myself, you should go out here and try to give some good advice and try to support this system. I'm all for this now. But for you Wall Street silver young guys out there that are listening and posters are out here, I love what you're doing. I love the enthusiasm. The only thing I want you to be careful of is not going all in, like you said. Saw the one gentleman sold his house and went all in. That's just crazy, man. I really suggest you go out and you seek advice and you learn from people that have been in the business for a long time. Go look for someone that has at least 10 years full-time experience buying and selling precious metals. That is my minimum benchmark if I'm going to deal with the guy and I'm going to trust him with my money and I'm going to listen to him. Minimum 10 years. Now, I've got 40 years in this, but the only problem is I can't help you if you don't live in my local area. So find someone local that's got a minimum of 10 years in it and try to listen to their advice, buy the cheapest premiums that you possibly can, and I'm going to get to that here in just a second, show you what I think that the best deals out there are gold, silver, and coins are. But meanwhile, for you Reddit guys, try to keep your premiums that you're paying way down. Have a lot of fun with it. Don't invest too much in it, and remember, it's about wealth preservation, not about getting rich quick. Let me end it at that and take a look at yesterday's video here, which I will pop right there. And there we go. Yesterday's video was Silver Squeeze War Day number 1, where I discussed some things that we discussed today, but some other things as well. And I'm going to just go over a few of the comments here. Again, I've got so many comments, folks, I just can't answer them all anymore. Keep It Real says, Squeeze 2, another flop. Spot, no worries, about $1. Obviously not going anywhere today, tomorrow. Prepare for an indescribably disappointing downturn. Silver can eat your lunch. Not a new thing for silver. Keep it real. I agree with you 100% there. However, Again, wealth preservation, you know this as well as I do. If anyone is expecting to get rich quick, it's probably a naive thought. It's very naive, actually. And if anyone thinks that 71,000 members were going to be a bit naive, but you know what, the enthusiasm and the fact that they're out there creating support and interest in precious metals is far exceeds the what you might accuse them of being naive of a little bit. And again, it's not over. Let's see what happens to silver this week. But silver can eat your lunch, as you know. However, again, only if you're trading like a day trader, or if you're not in it for the medium to long haul. That's the only way it's going to eat your lunch, or if you paid too much of a premium. Hey, thanks for watching. Keep it real, and let me go over and see what other questions I can answer here. Again, let's take a look at some of these names. I want to acknowledge each and every one of you, and thank you again for watching. I buy high premium stuff to prevent stacking fatigue. Also, thanks for bringing that up, Elk Prepper. That's a good point too. That sometimes, you're buying silver bars, they're not that pretty, and you're buying the cheapest stuff you can, and all of a sudden you see something that has a pretty design that you'd like to own. Well, that's the collecting bug. That's the collector side of you. Really not. This is not the side of you that's wisely putting away silver just for its silver value. That's the collector side of you, and there's nothing wrong with collecting stuff, so I'm really cool with that as well. I just don't want to see guys going out and busting their whole nut on overpriced high premium product, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. It's like guys that are buying silver eagles right now. Now I can see buying a couple dates, some because you think they're pretty, but anybody consistently buying silver eagles at the premiums they are today, it's stupid. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. It's stupid. But if you're just buying a few because you like them, there's nothing wrong with that. Silver up 94 cents. Is that a squeeze? Not really, sir. Let me look over here. Heather Schweitzer says, thanks for the good info. Just got on Wall Street Silver not too long ago and was searching for this type of info. Hey, thanks for watching, Heather. I really appreciate it, and thanks for supporting the show as well. Thanks, Beto D. Nice to see you there, sir. Skewed Minds, Baby Ape here. Hi, and thank you about information. Please post and try to get on. What is it? YT YouTube for an interview, your viewpoint. Anyway, hey, thanks for watching, Baby Ape. And I appreciate it. Again, I'm here to teach you how to fish. I'm not here to give you a fish every day. It's all about you making up your own decisions and making up your own mind and learning for yourself. Again, thanks for watching. Wall Street Silver just hit 70,000. Yep, saw that, buddy. Thanks, man. Let me go up here. Redeem Patriot kind of says it in a nutshell. There you go. Pretty coins are nice and they're fun to own, but when times are hard, ounces matter. And really, folks, that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get you to accumulate more ounces, and you will not do that if you're buying silver eagles or silver maple leafs. And again, I'll talk to you about that in a second here. Potter Stacker says, love Wall Street Silver, but it's only good for the memes and eye candy. More coin store operators like yourself should go on there and do something. Maybe I'll take a look at that. Erwin LM, I'm Indianese Chinese. We buy gold jewelry. Yesterday I was talking about how a lot of financial channels, corporate media, corporate news will say, well, jewelry market is up. That's what caused the gold market to go up. But in India and Asia, a lot of Asians and Indian people, they buy gold as an investment. It's like it's what they put away for the future. So when they're buying jewelry, most of the time Indians, when they're buying jewelry, the jewelry is priced like bullion. It's priced a little bit over its gold value. That's how they buy their bullion. So a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about always refer to jewelry as just like a vanity thing, that like how Americans and Europeans wear jewelry. No, jewelry is totally different in India and Asia. There, it's an investment, and they don't pay big premiums for it. Here, it's strictly about vanity. And thanks for watching, Erwin. I really appreciate it. Just buy a few ounces every month, and more people waking up to fiat. And that's what I think is the best thing that can happen on the Wall Street Bets forum, is that those folks learn that this is a wealth preservation. Try not to buy the high premium stuff. And again, I'm repeating myself over and over, but those 3 points that I'm bringing up are very important to, even if you're not on Wall Street and you're a new investor or a new buyer in precious metals. You need to know this. Don't pay huge premiums. This is about wealth preservation. Keep those two things in your mind always. And remember, we're on a fiat system. World global currencies are fiat. So on a long, in a long timeline, you will definitely do very well as long as you haven't overpaid and you've got your stuff safely stored at your own house or in your own safe somewhere. Ask Paller says, is gold and silver markets being set up for Monkey Hammer Wednesday takedown with Chinese holiday lasting until today? Yeah, I talked about that. I think it's a possibility that we still may see prices get monkey hammered this week for gold, silver, and platinum. And if it does, what's the whole secret to the whole thing? Buy the friggin' dips. Well, I'm going to move into, before I get there, again, I'm a local brick and mortar guy only. I don't sell online, so please, I hate to say don't call me, but if you don't live in my neighborhood, there's not much I can do for you, but I really hope my videos are helping you out. Besides telling you not to pay too much of a high premium, and to always remember that precious metals is about wealth preservation, not about getting rich. I also want to always be reminding you to buy local. Keep that money, even if you don't live in my area and you're not buying from me here in South Florida and you live somewhere else. I encourage you, don't buy online. There's some good sellers out there, and I advertise to beat their prices. I advertise to beat ATMEX prices, SD bullion prices, and JM bullion prices. As a local coin store with small expenses, I can easily beat their prices, and so should your local coin stores. And again, nothing wrong with those 3 big online companies if you have nobody else to buy from. But again, I like it. Buy local, spend it there, keep it there, keep the money in your community. Even if you have to drive an hour to keep the money in your state, I recommend it. Find yourself a local precious metal and coin dealer. My minimum is that they've been in business for 10 years or more. That's what I like to see when I'm full-time. I like to see someone that's been in any business 10 years full-time more. It means that they put some work into it. So buy from local dealers. And what should you be buying out there? Buy any gold and silver products that are recognizable by dealers across the world, or just recognizable products. You know what that word means. Any recognizable gold products that you can buy for less than $100 an ounce premium. Gold Eagles are way too much. Gold Maples are way too much. KRs are close to being reasonable, but man, when you can buy gold bars for $70 to $90 over spot, that's the way to go, folks. I don't care how pretty you think a silver maple leaf is. This is about wealth preservation. This is not about collecting coins. Same thing with as far as silver. Same thing with silver here. As far as silver, don't be spending anything more than $5 per ounce, and gold, nothing more than $100 per ounce premium. Absolutely not. Bad move, again, unless you want to play collector. Same thing. These are all bad deals. Silver, as much as I want to tell you to buy American as well, they're just overpriced, folks. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Stick with the lower price premium stuff. That includes 90% silver and silver bars. Stay away from silver eagles and gold eagles unless you can just steal them. And if you're buying them too cheap, chances are they're probably not real. Again, stay away from maples. Stay away from sovereigns. Might not be a bad idea for fractional gold. What else is on this page? Most of these products, unless you can buy them, again, for under $100 an ounce premium, stay away from all the Asian, Australian products. That is so cool. Look at that Mickey Mouse there. And again, buffaloes are just insane. Don't even be buying buffaloes. They're over $200 premium right now. Again, unless you plan on being a collector. Here, I'll pick out what I like in this little stack right here. Here's what you should be buying. This gold bar. Avoid these little things right here unless you can spend buying for less than $4 an ounce. And what else do I like in that pile? Nothing really. It's all high price, high premium stuff. And Carson City has nothing to do with bullion. Well, that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. As I say, buy local. And if you got any questions, give me a call at 954-493-8811 between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. I'm in Lauderdale by the Sea, same location since 1995, and I've been down here doing this in South Florida working for my family business since, as I said, 1977. I got good experience behind this. So as I said, give me a call if you got any questions. Happy to help you out and give you the best deal of the day. And if you're not in my area, like I said, please buy local. Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. If anything crazy happens today, I'll do another video. Likely not. And most likely I'll be talking to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Appreciate it. Talk to you soon.